Dallas, Texas, the home of the Mavericks, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke.
Boys, nice time.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. A starting five on the floor. So for Oklahoma City right now, Russell Westbrook out there with Victor Oladipo. Then there's Roberson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Ilyasova in at the power forward.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Bogut, that's good.
Boy, you got to love that assist by Darren Williams.
It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Now here's Westbrook, Kanter, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Williams kicks to Matthews. Back to Williams. Plays it up and banks it in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Here's Roberson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here's Williams. Nowitzki outside. And it's Dallas with another.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Ilyasova, a screen on Williams. Westbrook drives in. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, they finally miss on their fourth shot of the game. That's a good way to start things off.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. Back to Barnes. And that one's good. Barnes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it.
Now, here's Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. They get it again. The shot's good from Kanter.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates really, really strong.
Williams kicks to Matthews. Here's Bogut. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more, Clark, assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you. There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Thunder have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Oladipo misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Nowitzki outside. Matthews passes to Bogut. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Well, for Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career, and he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
Now here's Westbrook, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him, and he gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And so it's Dallas with it. The dish now to Powell. To the inside, measuring and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
And that's a smart foul there. Instead of giving up the easy deuce, send him to the line.
And he's not a very good foul shooter, so that's a heads-up play by the defense there.
Dallas making a switch here. Barea checked in. So he makes one of two as the second one misses. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Payne dishes to Westbrook. Shot from 12, and he hits the jump shot.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Here's Barea. On the wing, Harris. The pass to Powell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Mavericks lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The monster out there with Nick Collison. Then it's Payne. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the center position. Oladipo, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
And Adams kicks to Collison. Pass to Payne. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Over in the corner, Matthews fires from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Floats one. Barnes grabs the miss. Mavericks leading by 6. And it's blocked by Adams. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Ball's knocked loose. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Powell, and it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Ilyasovas checked in. Oladipo goes in. Pass to Sabonis. He dishes it to Payne. Here's the screen. Oladipo, the pass to Ilyasova. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Cantor checked in for Adams. Mavericks leading by 8. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's Matthews for the 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Speaking of Matthews' strength, he really gets into you defensively.
Yeah, he wants to make you feel him. I mean, very physical. And offensively, he likes to post up and back down weaker, smaller defenders. I mean, you give him that mismatch, he will attack it with vigor.
And he gets it to go. Ilyasova's got his first points in this one.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
But, you know, the Mavs made the playoffs last season, but they really had a hard time against the rest of the Western Conference contenders, in part because they struggled defensively. Offensively, they were pretty good, but they didn't quite come up with enough stops when they needed them.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Robertson's checked in. Bogut down low. He's covered by Cantor. Now here's Barnes. 4 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And Greg, you talked about what the Mavs did, how they played against the West. 29-23 record against the rest of the conference.
Yeah, but Kevin, it's a little misleading, the win total. I mean, if you look at the Mavs against the teams that they compare themselves to, which are the playoff teams in the West, they were only 10-18 over the course of the season.
Good point. Russell Westbrook in for the Thunder. Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
There's a screen by Cantor. Oladipo goes in. And now the fast break. Matthews with the ball. And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Ilyasova. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ilyasova's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Dallas. They're on a 14-6 run. Inside. Matthews, no good.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Lets it fly. And it's Dallas with another.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Bogut dishes to Barnes. And it's blocked. Oladipo outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached halftime in this one.